Hi everybody, I am Mrs. Steverson and I teach 7th grade here at ParagonED. We always have amazing projects going on here at campus, and the most recent project we have been doing is researching natural disasters and working on our voice through our writing. In this podcast, you are going to hear from 2 7th graders that have been researching about wildfires and working on creating an entertaining and gripping voice in their writing and in their podcasts. So without further ado, let's go ahead and listen to these 7th graders and what they've been researching.
Welcome listeners, and thanks for tuning in to the ParagonED Revolution. I'm Silas.
And I'm Jackson. We are both 7th grade students at ParagonED, and today we will be listing the top 5 deadliest wildfires in the United States with some fun facts and an honorable mention.
Before we continue, let us tell you a little bit about ourselves. I play ice hockey and guitar, and I'm a 12-year-old Christian.
I'm Jackson, as mentioned before, and I play guitar, listen to music, and I am also a 12-year-old Christian.
Now, let's get into the top 5 deadliest wildfires in U.S. history. Number 1, the Peshtigo Fire of 1871. It occurred in Wisconsin, over 1 million acres burned and 1,500 deaths. Fun fact, not many people know about this fire because it happened the same time as the Great Chicago Fire.
This was the Cloquet and Moose Lake Fire of 1918 in second place. It happened in Minnesota and Wisconsin. Acres burned were about 250,000. The deaths were 453 people, and the damage cost was $73 million, which is over $1 billion today. How did they pay it with the amount of debt we are in right now?
Yeah, and it's crazy to think that almost a little bit more than 100 years ago, $73 million were $1 billion.
Yeah, you know what else is crazy to think? We're probably like $3 trillion in debt now, like a country as a whole, right?
Yeah.
What if it happened right now?
Yeah.
Like we'd just be in an even deeper pit than we already are. But yeah. Anyways.
Number 3, the Great Hinckley Fire. It occurred in 1894 in Minnesota. 350 acres burned and 418 deaths.
You mean 350,000?
There were 350,000 acres burned and 418 deaths. The fun fact is a fire tornado formed on the first day that the fire started. It reached over 200 feet high. There were also the temperature of the fire in the center of it was 1,600 degrees Fahrenheit.
Okay, just imagine you're like trying to get out of your house because there's like a giant wildfire right now, and there's a tornado with fire, like a fire tornado, just like rolling towards you. You're like, what would you do?
Or would you just run?
Honestly, I'd just sit there and accept defeat. I'm like, yeah, luck isn't on my side today.
Yeah.
Anyways, this is number 4. It's called the Thumb Fire that happened in 1881. It occurred in Michigan. Acres burned were about 1 million. Deaths were 282, and it stranded more than 14,000 people. And it's labeled as a fun fact, but I'm pretty sure this is just a fact. Like it's not fun at all. It's just.
I'm not sure
fact.
It's that fun to be stranded.
No,
especially
it really
if there's over
be.
10,000 people.
Yeah, no, What a Hooverville that must have been.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Number 5, the Great Fire of 1910. It occurred in Idaho, Montana, and Washington. Over 3 million acres burned, but only 87 deaths, which makes no sense.
Well, I mean, all 3 of them are very rural states, so I'm not exactly surprised, let's just say, but still, that's kind of odd.
Yeah, well, it's very surprising when, number 1, the Peshtigo Fire of 1871 had 1 million,
yeah,
but it killed 15,000 people.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of weird, but I know that was the 5th, but before we end, I gotta tell you and the listeners something. See, there's this fire that happened in like 2018, and guess what the name is?
What?
The Camp Fire. And I'm not joking. It is literally called the Camp Fire.
Well, that's original.
It really is. And the worst part is that it wasn't even a campfire that actually started it. It was a faulty power line.
Are you serious?
I am very serious. And on that bombshell, it's time to end. Thank you for your patronage, and hopefully we will see you again in another episode. See you later, folks.
And special thanks to WFCA for this information.